Hey, sweetheart. It's just wanted to read you my poem for your anniversary. Dan's helped me film this, so just wanted to give you a way that you can kind of listen to it whenever. There are worries that I carry weighing too heavy on my shoulders. I wish to speak truth only for a higher purpose. Skill is sublime, and I deny that I cannot hide my worries. I will succumb to nothing less than myself. It's something too deep to touch, a pit of selflessness so thick you'd think you were standing in muck. But I tried, but I said I tried. I understand I'm not perfect, and it has been too long since my veins have splattered ink on a page and called it poetry. Too many times have I conned my way to a stage so I could finally feel like an artist. But recent nights have passed me by, and I strive to lie in my own filth. There is no calm for me. And if you could see what I have seen, you wouldn't question my guilt. I have seen wings clipped from angels. I have seen saints fall wayward, and I have seen the end of humanity. I asked you. I have said in past words that my wisdom has already aged like a fine, fine wine. But in this, I am a child, maybe 7, with scraped knees, running through woods never ending, only wanting, waiting to go home. So I write, try to scramble words on a page to make a masterpiece of wood, ink, and steel, for my pen is steel like a great sword should be. I asked you one day if you could ever look past yourself to find happiness. Could you ever drop your chainmail and lower your steel long enough for me to break your guard? But despite this, all of this, my worries, it's not a comparison between worlds, but a simple sacrifice that I must make to take in order to what I need to survive. And I hope that in the end I finally feel alive, but until then I cry, but until then I cry, and I finally decide that I cannot deny my worries. We remain battered and bruised. Though these bruises may be black and blue, I see shades of purple, as if your wounds considered themselves royalty, fancied upon thrones made of glory and pride. However, we both know the truth. They are black and blue. Black to match the void in your heart, and blue being the midnight sky we no longer share. I know because I have them too. It's not a simple notion that we walk these streets in frantic motions. It's not pliable enough to touch, but enough to clutch with palms full of malice, calloused and splinters and such. A tender moment ripped apart as if God himself made art, scripted complex similes, tenderly missing the point of my worries. I will never forget the pace of my heart as your fingertips left mine. There was this blood-curdling chill that could not be denied. Yes, I have seen wings clipped from angels because I held the shears as you fell from heaven. And I was that so-called saint that went astray from you. When crashing my worries bear a heavy ride, it becomes a full-time job not to lose my pride. I know I have been here before, cut, bruised, alone, and more. Subtle messages running through my brain. It's hard enough not to go insane. Fight or flight is a constant presence, a simple death sentence where my worries pulled a lever, but honestly it was never enough to leave her. Oceans full of regret, an island beaming with hope. But today doesn't feel like a day to cope, so instead let's elope. Let's run off into sunsets together. Maybe this time we'll find cover to make it better. Stiff as a board and light as a feather, childhood dreams will no longer be a tether. I promise I will find you, scoop you up into broken arms, using my last bit of strength to carry you to the stars. I have tried to bury the hatchet, but it only grows when rained on, like a sunflower. But not just any sunflower, the most daunting sunflower you've ever seen, with a crown of petals that roar like the sun, a stem that reaches for the heavens and roots that dig to Lucifer himself. It leaves with leaves big enough to embrace my worries. It's a tragic, melancholic serenade, scribbled between lines of code, hidden in myths. We are lines muddied up and strung together between, like the strings of your guitar, strung in perfect harmony. Sing to me, cradle me in your voice, wrap me in the sounds of choice, because here I will find the end of my worries, and you will be the only one that matters. Thank you, baby. I love you. Happy anniversary.